budgeting friends. It is fantastic to be back with you today. I am going to go through my thinking process and my analysis. I know that sounds fun, of my April budget. So, as I've mentioned before, I'm trying to do zero-based budgeting, and any extra money that we have at the end of the month, I would send to debt payoff. So right now, that would be our vehicle. So the first thing that I look at once I've entered my transactions, I dump those from the bank and do the categories. I have drop down boxes here, and I enter which category, and then it pulls over to where I want it to in my spreadsheet. So what I focus on is this actual column, and this is all rolling up from different areas coming from the expense tracker. These are all formulas. So my actual for income is this amount, and then I have bills, expenses, sinking funds, and debt. So you see, I've only paid an extra $16.76 for debt payoff, and that was from my high yield savings account in PayPal. So a little bit extra there. So my big question is, why don't I have any money left over to pay the debt? So then I jump over to these areas, these charts, and I see that bills are normal, expected versus actual. It's not bad. And I see I'm over on expenses a little bit. Expected being $18.44, actual $18.98. And now sinking funds, I noticed that my expected was $8.24, and we had $9.37. So actually this month we have 5 weeks where the money was automatically transferred to PayPal. So that is over by $113. And I know, so part of the income this time, I truly expected to be able to send some to debt payoff, knowing that we got a tax refund of $500. I think that was state refund. We pay 2 state incomes, North Carolina, South Carolina. So, but that doesn't answer my question. I found where I was over $100, which is fine. Sinking funds, I can still use it. So $100 of that $500 extra, that doesn't account for everything. So I jump over to my yearly summary. At the very beginning, I start checking. So income is actually normal plus the 500, and I'm looking back at previous months, and I'm seeing how we were basically carried by tax refunds. We had, a tax refund in February, so I know that month I was able to send more of that. And then in March, that's what I've seen is called a magic month, where we have 3 paychecks. So that answers why February and March I was able to send some to debt. And then this month, I'm not able to, even with the $500 tax refund this time. And then I remember, oh yeah, we're sending $1,000 a month to the HSA account to pay off medical bills. And it hasn't really had a big impact before because we had these big months. So I found the answer to the question of why I didn't have extra to pay to debt this month. But it's fine because we need to get that debt paid off. And as you've heard me say before, HSAs are incredible. I just really want to be finished sending $1,000, $500 paycheck to the HSA. That's for bills. We had a kid with a broken arm this year. My husband had his gallbladder checked out, so thankfully, we met our deductible, so everything going forward the rest of this year is 80% off. So I'm checking through my notes and I see that through May I will be sending the $500 each paycheck, and then in June, thankfully, we won't need to send any more money to the HSA, any more for bills. We'll still send it for investment purposes, tax deferred, and all that. So I find my answer, and I'm still talking my husband's ears off about all of this stuff. He graciously listens, even though it's not his area of excitement. But he said, "Wow, you sound like a financial analyst." I said, that was one of my titles when I was working. So I'm glad that I've had that experience and I'm able to apply it to our family finances. It really makes a difference. It really helps me grasp what's going on, what we want to do, where we want to go, what we want to save, what we want to invest. And one of my biggest goals is to figure out how to get my husband retired early, because he would really like that. He does well. He works hard at the job he has, but he would rather work for himself. So maybe one day we'll be able to do that. We'll make that a reality for him. And of course, a big goal is to set our children up for financial success as they work hard too. So anyway, I just wanted to share, this is our month-end April video. This is where our finances have settled for April, and it's good. I like it. I'm thankful. And now I want to jump over to, I did want to mention, thankfully, let me scroll through these tabs. I have been forgetting to show this tab, payment schedule. So we're finished with April. This is my April one. It's all pulling from these tabs. Total payments with medical bills and the car, $1,500 a month. Actually, for some reason there was an issue with the credit card, the HSA credit card, and this medical bill account. Anyway, we didn't have to pay that $264 this month, but as you can see, this $86 payment per month has dropped off. We paid off a bill. Woohoo! It was just a small one, $172, but with the option of making payments at 0% interest, I let these draw out as long as we can. Take advantage of that. Keep some money in that account. The next one will be paid off in December, and then we'll have the other one paid off in March, and those are automatic payments from the HSA. And still don't know when we'll ever start our master bedroom. Haven't heard back about the septic tank or the lawn, so I just have that in there. It's just my guess. So we'll see what happens with that. Okay, so let me jump over to some community activity. So when I think of something comes to mind, I have a question, or I'm wondering what your thoughts are, I jump over to my community tab and make a post, because if I don't, then I will not remember it. I will not remember to talk about it. It'll be lost in the abyss. So, one exciting thing that I do is Amazon Shopper Panel. I know there's a wait. I had to wait to be able to do this one. But anyway, check it out if you haven't. You scan 10 receipts and you get $10. So it is one of my favorites. It's easy, it's very rewarding. And that's Amazon Shopper Panel. It is wonderful. And I asked the community about high yield savings accounts. 59% yes for having a high yield savings account, and 41% for no. And as I've pointed out, I use Bank of America, and I think each month I make a penny. But with PayPal high yield savings account, I'm making $16, $17 a month. So that's a big difference. And over time, that adds up. So we have budgets with Elma using, I guess you call that SoFi Bank. I'm not sure. I've seen that a lot. Also, Boopin Budgets. She also uses that as well, and she's making 4.6%. So great job on that. Using high yield savings accounts, I highly suggest using those. I have a lot of posts about the race. As you know, it's ended. We should, before I even post this video, I think we'll have the results out there for you. Anyway, 67% said that they thought I would win the race. Thank you for the support. 33% for fridge. And I had a question about eating out. So I know Dave Ramsey says if you're in debt, the only time you should see the inside of a restaurant is if you're working there. I don't fully agree with that. Let me know your thoughts on it. I think if you can budget for it and you can afford it, then enjoy life, enjoy eating out. So the reason that we still eat out is because since I got married going on 6 years ago, it was highly suggested to have a date night every week, to spend quality time together, and even especially when you have children, it's hard to find time to do that. But thankfully, my mom will watch my two kids once a week for date night. She watches them more than once a week, thankfully, because she loves them so much. So for the benefit of our marriage, we go out to eat once a week. And also for my sanity, I go out to eat with my mom, my dad, my older sister, and usually my aunt goes as well. Because being a stay-at-home mom, I'm in the house a lot. And even before I started staying home with my kids, I would get cabin fever, and I just want to be out and about. So it really helps to go out and spend time with family and be out a little bit. But actually, I budget for that. So I was going to say I use fund money, but not for that. But, so let me know your thoughts on eating out, going to restaurants. If we could afford it, I wouldn't want to do it. So it takes analyzing your personal situation to know if you can do it. So we have disabled but able budgeting. I limit going out since it's not really within my budget, but I budget some money for coffee and will save up to be able to go out with friends from time to time. So that's a good job. She analyzes her financial situation and she does the best she can. She doesn't overspend. She doesn't underspend. So proud of you, disabled but able budgeting. Keep up the great work. So that's all I have for today. It is so good to hear from you guys. I'm incredibly thankful for your wonderful support. I came on YouTube not knowing what would happen, didn't know if I would get comments, likes, shares, whatever. And I have just been blown away. And I know I'll tell you that over and over and say thank you until you're probably tired of hearing it, but I'm truly thankful. I hope everyone grabbed the freebie I had. Hopefully I'll be able to add some more freebies for you. Right now I think I'm at 129 subscribers, so I guess the next big milestone would be 200. So I will be thinking about a little spreadsheet that will be helpful for people. If you have any ideas, let me know. You know, I like making spreadsheets, so I would enjoy any challenge that you have for me. Thank you, thank you, thank you.